Hello everybody, this is Adam with another video for the Third Eye Chakra Healing Camp, and we're going to talk about the alternate methods about healing this chakra, the diet that is associated with it, and just anything else that can really assist with this, because there is a lot to do other than meditation and yoga that you can utilize when healing the chakra. Let's start with the diet. Because mindful and intuitive eating is a great way to balance this chakra in a healthy manner. There are specific foods that can activate and kind of balance out the chakra, which are great for antioxidants and omega-3 rich foods. And obviously drink water throughout the day. Water is a great cleanser, and also it's good to stay hydrated when going about your day. Especially here in Las Vegas, I drink a lot of water, and I've found it to be extremely beneficial for the most part. I feel a lot more awake, I'm a lot sharper, and also I tend to do a lot more work as well. Especially me, who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning for God knows what reason. So, with all of the other chakras, where the color associated with the chakra is good for that food as well, this one is the same thing. A lot of indigo, purples, and blue foods are great to balance out the chakra, especially with purple. So, grapes, eggplant, purple kale, blueberries, because some of them are a little more purple depending on the ripeness. Purple sweet potatoes and blackberries are great foods to really enrich this, but also foods that help the mind. A lot of omega-3 rich foods such as salmon and walnuts and avocados will give you a much needed boost intellectually, because when you think about the chakra, the third eye chakra is the one of the mind and the one of wisdom. So you need to make sure that you are nourishing your body with the correct things for the chakra to be balanced. And with blueberries and blackberries especially, it can help multiple chakras. So that's always a great thing. You know, the throat chakra had the association with the blueberries and the blackberries in some cases. I don't see that one, but it is what it is. I snack on blueberries pretty much all day, so I found that this one was a great little thing to have around the house, and if you want to have any of these, I recommend it. Don't buy artificial stuff. Have it from Mother Earth. Trust me, it'll be better. I also love fish. I love salmon. It's my favorite fish, and it's a great one for the omega-3s, but I also take an omega-3 supplement, a little more of an artificial, but I made sure that it was all organic, so nothing wrong there. And avocado is fantastic. So, great stuff there. Not a big fan of walnuts, but anything that will give your omega-3s a boost is a wonderful way to assist in the healing and balancing of the third eye chakra. So meditation is the fastest form to connect to the chakra. When you focus on your inner personal demons that maybe you have repressed, but some people don't find it entirely necessary to do so and don't believe in the meditative state, which is fine. Read a book, listen to a podcast, or watch a movie that represents a viewpoint exactly opposite of you. This will encourage you to become more open-minded. But you can also read any kind of book. I actually heard from a mentor of mine, and I got this advice, and I have great advice. I read about 10 pages a day. And I usually read about like marketing and self-help and all of that stuff. I listen to podcasts, some to entertain and some to maybe listen to a different perspective. I'm not a big movie buff because I like to jump from thing to thing, but there are some movies that I quite enjoy, especially some of the classics. So those are great ones that you want to. So if you're a conservative, listen to maybe a Democrat podcast. Maybe they have a different perspective, and vice versa. If you like to study on religion, study multiple religions. Or if you're a Christian, talk to maybe a Muslim, or read a book of the Muslim, like the Quran, or a Muslim philosopher, or anything like that. It will help you understand the perspective a little bit more, and sometimes a open mind can lead to better conversations. And in the climate that we're in, it's always a good thing to see people at least kind of absorb different information, because you never know. Get outside into the sunlight, as the third eye governs both light and darkness. It is so important to make sure that you are getting a proper amount of natural sunlight. Luckily, I go outside and walk every day, and I also live in Las Vegas, so trust me, the amount of sunlight I get is plenty. But also kind of be in the dark every now and then. You need to get, the opposite perspective too. Stop messing around with your rhythm, as the third eye chakra governs the pineal gland. You will need to respect your natural sleep-wake cycles, which means limiting or eliminating the use of sleep aids, so like caffeine and, if you partake in medication, it's not a good thing to mess with your general sleep cycle. So the hymn of this chakra is the Om, which is obviously Om, Om. So hum or chant that as you're meditating. I usually listen to music that is at the same hertz as the hymn personally, but you can do either or both if you want. I feel sometimes that overstimulates. I tried that before. Reflect on your life. Keep a completely private journal that uses that time as time to connect with yourself. You need to face demons. You need to reflect on not necessarily mistakes, because I personally don't believe that any kind of decision that you have made in the past is a mistake. It grew you, it molded you, and I think a perspective on what you may perceive as mistakes actually might be blessings in disguise. Jot down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Try running them through an online dream generator. So keep a dream journal. Really understand what you're thinking and how vivid it was. I used to keep a dream journal, it's been 2016, 2017, I had a dream journal, and I did find some assistance with it, but there were some times where my dreams were not as vivid as I thought. So there would be like a month where I did not remember my dreams at all. And also, that's a good indicator on if your chakra is imbalanced, if you don't remember your dreams. Obviously, calm and harness your energy with yoga, but if you are more of a working out kind of person, more of a physical anything, CrossFit or Pilates is a good alternative to it. Wear indigo. So a dark blue, purple-ish color is another fantastic way to balance out the chakra. Buy indigo flowers such as iris, bellflowers, and desert bluebells. I'm not a big flower person, so if you partake in the floral stuff, have a garden with a lot of these indigo flowers, I think they're cool looking. I just don't have them in my place. I don't know why. Meditate on a deep indigo light. Position it in the middle of your forehead. Stay there for about 2 minutes, and it will, I guess, help. I generally don't do like the blue lights or anything like that. I do red. I'm not a big fan of blue lights. It's also not good for your sleep cycle, which is why a lot of people actually don't recommend looking at your phone as the last thing to do before you go to sleep. It's not actually good for your mind because it'll actually keep you up more. But really, that's about it. That's a great little list of things to do outside of what you would do. And also really have a really in-depth conversation with a therapist, a friend, a family member that will be more upholdent to your sensibilities, not agree with you and say, oh yeah, no, this is entirely valid, but have them be honest with who you are. Go outside at night is another good one. You have to look at the moon and absorb that energy as well because of the association with it. And really just kind of understand that the good and the bad are there. But it's really more about facing past traumas or really understanding that all of the decisions that have happened and all of the events in your life that led you to this point happened for a reason. The universe has a plan for you, and sometimes, you got to take the good with the bad. That's a part of life. You can't necessarily avoid it, and this thing will close again. Your third eye chakra will be damaged again, and sometimes finding out that realization will strengthen it more. So thank you all for listening. If you really want to know more about chakras and how they can change your life in every facet, not just for the worse, but for the immensely better, go ahead and check out the first link in the description of my number one recommendation for understanding chakras. It is free, 100%. It's a great little video presentation. It's about 15-20 minutes, so if you have the opportunity to do so, I highly recommend it, and it's through my website, so I will send that to your email directly, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.